African News Update on Top Accolade News. These headlines matter because they aren't just events, they are turning points. This shows how power shifts, economics strain, justice bends, and talent shine across Africa and beyond. Let's get into the headlines. Mali's ex-Prime Minister Maïga charged with embezzlement. Uganda's presidential contest heats up. Mahama pardons 998 inmates to ease prison overcrowding. Kenya projects 5.6% growth in 2025. In a turbulent political landscape, Mali's ex-Prime Minister Maïga charged with embezzlement. Former Malian Prime Minister Choguel has been charged with embezzlement and remanded in custody. His lawyer confirmed on Tuesday, days after the junta arrested dozens of officers over an alleged coup plot. Once a vocal critic of military rule, Maïga now faces trial on charges of forgery and misuse of public funds. His arrest underscores how, in Mali's shifting power game, yesterday's prime minister can become today's prisoner. As Mali grapples with political turmoil and the downfall of a former prime minister, Uganda is charting a different course still in politics as Uganda's presidential contest heats up. Uganda's 2026 presidential campaign has begun, with the ruling National Resistance Movement unveiling President Yoweri Museveni as its candidate on August 19th, while opposition parties including the National Unity Platform and Democratic Party entered the race a day earlier by collecting nomination forms. Electoral Commission figures shows 177 aspirants have already joined the contest, signaling a crowded field. Museveni promises stability and development, while NUP rallies behind New Uganda Now, vowing reforms. The stage is set for a defining clash, continuity versus change, in a country where democracy itself is on the ballots. While Uganda prepares for a fierce electoral showdown that will define its political future, Ghana turns attention to justice reforms when Mahama pardons 998 inmates to ease prison overcrowding. President John Mahama has pardoned 998 inmates, including 787 first-time offenders and 33 on medical grounds, while commuting 87 death sentences to life imprisonment, a move aimed at relieving Ghana's overcrowded prisons. With inmate numbers topping 14,000, the decision aligns with reforms such as the new parole system praised by the UNODC as a re-emerging of justice. In a nation where cell overflows, mercy has become both policy and a necessity. As Ghana leans on mercy to tackle overcrowded prisons and reshape justice, Kenya looks to resilience in economy, as Kenya projects 5.6% growth in 2025. President William Ruto announced in Japan that Kenya's economy is expected to grow 5.6% this year, surpassing 2024's 4.7% and beating earlier forecasts from the Finance Ministry and the Central Bank. While trade disruptions, tariff and climate risk loom, East Africa's largest economy is proving resilient. Kenya's challenge is clear: to turn steady growth into widely felt prosperity before headwinds slow the momentum. You're watching the African News Update on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Thanks for staying with us. Coming back to economy, Ghana inaugurates Gold Board Tribunal to strengthen mining oversight. Finance Minister Dr. Kezia Atuofosun has sworn in the inaugural members of the newly established Gold Board Tribunal to adjudicate license and disputes and appeals under the Government Gold Board Act 2025. With rulings carrying the weight of High Court judgment, the tribunal is designed to ensure transparency, accountability, and fairness in the gold sector. In a country where gold is both heritage and lifeblood, justice in mining is now set to glitter as brightly as the mineral itself. As Ghana turns to stronger institutions to safeguard its gold sector, Cameroon takes a different path, leaning on heavy borrowing as Cameroon authorizes $1.67 billion loan package to fund projects. A presidential decree has authorized Cameroon's finance minister to secure up to 930 billion CFA francs in domestic and external loans through treasury bonds, private lenders and international banks to finance development projects and settle arrears. While debt remained at 43% of GDP, below CEMAC's 70% threshold, the IMF has warned of high distress risk as borrowing accelerates. For Cameroon, the real test is not raising funds, but ensuring they build bridges, not burdens. We have a merry story in entertainment. Femi Otedola's memoir, Making It Big, debuts at Amazon's bestseller. Nigerian billionaire Femi Otedola's new book, Making It Big, Lessons from a Life in Business, launched on August 18th, has soared to number 4 on Amazon's business biography list, trailing on global bestsellers like Shoe Dog. Lauded by figures such as WTO chief Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala and AFDB's Akinwumi Adesina, the memoir chronicles Otedola's entrepreneurial rise, risk, and resilience. In a publishing world crowded with global voices, Otedola proves that African business stories can stand shoulder to shoulder on the world stage. From the bookshelves to the basketball court, African talent continues to shine as Senegal set for quarter-final clash with Nigeria. Senegal booked their place in the AfroBasket 2025 quarterfinals with 78-65 win over South Sudan, thanks to a dazzling 31-point display from Banko Badio. The victory sets up a high-stake clash against Nigeria's red-hearted Tigers, who top Group B unbeaten. With both sides carrying momentum, the Luanda showdown is more than a game. It is a statement of who truly rules African basketball. From Mali's prison cell to Kenya's growth charts, from Otedola's bestseller to Africa's basketball court, these stories show a continent in motion. Political shift, economic strain, culture inspires, and sports unites. That's why we watch, and that's why it matters. Thanks for joining us. I am Ojorumi Okocha. Connect and engage with us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day and keep watching the African News Update on Top Accolade News.